everyone, and welcome to another video. Following a request from one of my very loyal subscribers, Veronica SONU, I will be doing a video on my favorite e.l.f. products. So first of all, thank you so much, Veronica, for requesting this. And if any of you have any other ideas for videos that you'd like me to shoot, please leave me those ideas in the comments below, because I do find that I get the best video ideas from you guys. So thank you in advance for that. Now, I've been toying with this idea of a favorites, and I wasn't exactly sure of how to do it, whether it was most appropriate to do a top 10 or a top 20. But then I thought, with Black Friday coming up this week and Cyber Monday, which is typically the time when e.l.f. has a 50% off site-wide sale. And from my experience with this brand over the last 3 to 4 years, they tend to have another 50% off site-wide sale sometime at the beginning of December, so just in time for you to get your presents before Christmas. So having Veronica remind me of that fact, I thought that it would be most useful to maybe give you some shopping list ideas or some shopping suggestions from e.l.f. And I actually decided to put my recommendations in a more innovative design, if you wish. So what I did is I split them into sections, and what you're going to get at the end are my recommendations for a full face of makeup. And if you have watched any of my videos on this channel, you probably do know that I'm a big e.l.f. fan. And I will say that when I'm talking about my top picks for a full face of makeup, I'm talking about my favorite picks of all time, not just from e.l.f. So these are my top picks from the whole drugstore and even high-end brands. There is a sole exception to that, and I'll make sure to point it out when we get to that point. Therefore, the first part of my recommendations regarding e.l.f. products has to do with face products. And I have decided to split this review into 4 different videos. So the one that I will be uploading today has to do all with the face, and then I will do eyes and lips and then brushes, because otherwise this video would be ridiculously long. So we're starting with the face, and we're talking first about primers and foundations. This is the e.l.f. Studio Mineral Infused Face Primer, and this retails for $6, and it contains 0.49 ounces of product, which comes out to 14 grams. This product is currently available in a variety of shades, such as green and purple, and even a glowing one. I just have the original clear one. This comes with a pump. I will say that this lid tends to fall off, at least off of my product. While it's very handy to have a pump on here, I do have to say that this pump is not the best quality one, and sometimes it will jam. It's maybe not as controllable as I would like it to be, but I did hear that e.l.f. has improved this pump in recent times, so it's probably working better. This primer is very silicone-y feeling, so when you apply it to your face, you want to allow it a couple of seconds to absorb into your skin. For me, 1 pump is more than enough for the entire face, but I really like it, and I find that this really does fill in any fine lines or any enlarged pores. And when you go on to apply your foundation, the difference is subtle, but it is definitely there, meaning that your skin does look perfected, and it does help your foundation to apply in a smoother fashion and also to last longer without wearing off or kicking up or seeking it into any lines. So I actually do really like this primer, and I do have to say that I only use it on special occasions, because to be very honest, I'm not a person who wears foundation a lot. But I would definitely say this is a great buy, especially for people who are maybe past their teens. And I have heard this primer compared to the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and supposedly this does the exact same thing, with the difference that this is $6, whereas that other one is $26 or $28 or something like that. I think this product deserves an honorable mention in the primer category. This is the e.l.f. Wrinkle Refiner, and this product comes especially handy for people who are starting to notice any kind of fine lines under or around their eyes. This is a clear product that just comes out when you twist this through a hole at the tip, and you just pat it around your eyes where your problem areas are, and you allow it to absorb for a couple of seconds, and then you go on applying your normal concealer or foundation or whatever you apply on that area, and it really does make a difference, and it keeps any kind of creasing at bay in that area. So I would definitely recommend this if you're noticing any kind of problems in that area. And I do think this one is a lot better than the face line filler. And this retails for $3 for 0.162 ounces of product. But you're definitely using the tiniest quantity, so this will last you a long time. Foundation wise, my favorite from e.l.f. is the e.l.f. Studio Mattifying Foundation Cream. This is a more recent release from last year, and this comes in this compact with a big mirror and then the product, and underneath it there is a sponge. The shade Porcelain of this e.l.f. Mattifying Foundation Cream fits me pretty much perfectly. I like applying a thin layer of this. As I mentioned, I'm not a person who likes wearing foundation a lot, and even when I wear it just very sheer on my face. I don't find that I have to set this with powder because it does dry to a powder finish. I can definitely see this having a medium coverage. I'm not really sure about full coverage because, as I said, I only wear it very sheared out. When I wear it, I typically do apply it with this sponge, which does a wonderful job making the whole foundation very good for on the go, because you have the big mirror in here, you have the sponge, and then you have the product in just one compact, and I really do like that. And I find that when I apply a sheer layer of this foundation on my face, this really does perfect my complexion. It covers up any problem areas without making my face look cakey or ashy or unnatural in any way. What I most like about this foundation is that it looks like my skin, just better. And the other thing is that with this sponge, I can apply this in a matter of a minute and a half over my entire face. You don't have to do a lot of crazy blending in order not to look like you just applied a mask onto your face. This is not that type of foundation, at least in the sheer way that I apply it. It looks very, very natural on my skin. So I would definitely recommend it. In all earnestness, I don't usually set this foundation with powder, but if I were to set it with powder, this is what I would choose. My favorite loose powder from e.l.f., which is the e.l.f. Mineral Booster in sheer. This is a large size, and this offers you 0.63 ounces of product, which comes out to 17.86 grams of product for $8. And as you see, I would probably recommend that you do not peel off the sticker that comes over the sifter of this product. Just punch a couple of holes, and that will keep your product nice and tidy. This is a very finely milled powder that goes very well setting any kind of foundation, and that gives you a very natural looking result while keeping you mattified and giving your face that perfected look. Definitely deserving an honorable mention in the foundation category is the e.l.f. Mineral Personal Blend Foundation. I have this in the shade Light, and as you can see, it comes with 4 different shades. For the light one, you get Porcelain, Fair, Beige, and Light over here, and you can mix and match your exact tone. And by rotating this disc here, you can combine your custom shade by pouring into the lid different quantities of the different shades. This product retails for $8. There are 3 color combinations available: light, medium, and dark, or something like that. And this comes with 0.28 ounces of product, which comes out to 8 grams of product. And I think this is a much better deal than the individual e.l.f. mineral foundations that come in some of these exact shades. I'm talking about the loose ones, not the newer pressed formulas that I have not tried yet. But with those, you get just 0.1 ounce of product, which comes out to 2.83 grams of product for $5. So basically with this one, you're getting almost 3 times the size of the individual e.l.f. Mineral Loose foundations for less than double the price. So I would say that this is a better deal quantity-wise. And I also think this comes in handy as the seasons change, because during the fall and winter, your skin may be closer to the Fair and Porcelain shade, whereas in the summer, you may be closer to this beige shade. And also when you're super fair, you could probably use one of these or a blend of these darker shades to contour. Additionally, this foundation carries an SPF of 15, and I really like to use this in the warmer months of the year, as it tends to absorb any kind of sweat your face may produce throughout the day. And a major advantage for me with this one is that it's super fast to apply. I literally need less than 30 seconds to have a light wash of this on my face that leaves my face perfected, while also making it look like I'm not wearing any kind of makeup, any kind of foundation on my face. So I really like this one as well. Just a quick mention over here, a great tool to apply this mineral foundation or any kind of powder is this e.l.f. powder brush from the Studio line. This is a much hyped brush that definitely deserves the hype, and this has a kind of flat kabuki cut to it. Super nice, very full, very soft, and this gives you excellent results for both powder and liquid foundations. To finish off the foundation category, this is not a setting powder for me, but this is an excellent finishing powder, and I'm talking here about the much hyped e.l.f. High Definition Powder. This sells for $6 and you're getting 8 grams of product or 0.28 ounces of product. And the tool I love to use to apply this high def powder is the e.l.f. Face Kabuki brush. This is super nice and dense and soft. A really great brush from e.l.f. I would definitely recommend this one as well. In terms of contouring powders, my absolute favorite is this e.l.f. Mineral Glow. This comes in just one shade, which is called Bronzed, and I will refrain from doing lots of swatches in these videos just because my lighting is not the best, so they will probably not be very helpful anyways. What you get with this product are 0.35 ounces of product, which comes out to 9.92 grams, so almost 10 grams, and this costs $8. On my very fair skin, I find this to be just the perfect contouring shade. This is completely matte, it does not have any kind of shimmer. I particularly like the way that this product blends into the skin. It is a very natural looking kind of contour. It is excellent for beginners or for anyone who is looking for a very polished look. This really blends like a dream on the skin, as all mineral products from e.l.f. do. I really love this one. The limitation of having just one shade available also may mean that for some skin tones, particularly deeper skin tones, this may not work as a contour. But if you have light to medium skin, I would definitely give this one a try. I think this is an excellent product that is very much underrated. I have two honorable mentions to make in the contouring powder category. First, the Baked Bronzer in Los Cabos. This is a matte bronzer. The color is beautiful. Now, I do know that not all baked bronzers are matte. I actually believe this is the only matte one. And again, this is a shade that will probably work best on light to medium skins. But this is really a very nice one to try out, and this retails for just $3. And also the classic e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer Duo. This is just the original one in St. Lucia, and this for me is a backup, and that in itself is a testament to how much I like this product, since I have already hit pan on the bronzer side of the one that I already owned. And despite the fact that this bronzer over here in the St. Lucia Duo in the pan does have shimmer, that shimmer does not really translate onto your face, and I find this to be a very good contouring shade. And as you probably all know, nowadays there are several versions of these duos out there, some including deeper bronze than the one in the St. Lucia one, and also a completely matte one that e.l.f. just put out, which I think is called Fiji. So definitely good products to try out. And by the way, the duo also retails for $3. Finally, in terms of bronzers, if we're talking about an all-over-the-face bronzer, a more luminous bronzer, my favorite is the Studio Golden Bronzer that comes with these 4 shades. This gives a really wonderful glow to the face, and having the 4 shades here means that you can mix and match them to adjust it to your skin tone. So a really good all-over bronzer, and this one also retails for $3.